Head positioning.
Yeah.
If your head positioning is good, you are hard to move. It's not take down, hard to move. Take over BJJ. Sorry, no, that's not take over. That's just a rash guard. Let's see, guys. Sorry, we're gonna have to do some sleuthing. Thunder again. Josh Morales. So we're at Lex Richardson. Oh, we are moving on normally. Sorry. So Upstate Grappling Club. I think this is Lex Richardson. Upstate Grappling Club, man. Let me tell you, I had saw some of their fighters fighting over at Cage Wars MMA. That stuff was good. Some of those guys are real talented. So let's see what happens. He's against Josh Morales out of Thunder MMA, I guess. So another local, I think. Must be.
Josh looks ready to wrestle.
Oh, man. Front headlock. But, guys, if you're going to circle.
Oh, that was a very nice.
You're going to circle from a front headlock, call any Farmington wrestler and ask them what they should do before they circle. You need to block in that armpit. You don't release everything and then circle. They're going to establish the flag, exactly what Josh Morales just did. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I think it's Josh Morales just did. Establish the flag, double leg. Now he's starting to pass Lex Richardson's guard here. Arguably passed, but I don't, there's no points. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I think if he just put his hip down, right hip down, he'd beat the legs, but I don't think he cares to right now. Lex doing a good job.
Yeah, I'd like to see him maybe extend a little bit more of his upper body to get that bottom leg up, but the referee's stopping him.
Lex, you mean, right?
Yes.
So starting position, should be a double leg wrapped up. Should have had the knee a little beat, but that's okay. So, personally, I like to keep my hands locked in the double, and I sit to my right hip, and a lot of times that brings my knee up into your hip, which will then block it, and I pass guard. You notice Josh kind of threw his arm around the waist. Not a bad idea, but I don't like to do that personally because I'll tell you, black belts like the guy to my right have submitted me for putting my arm out before I've beaten the leg. Yes. So you notice he's kind of in a bad spot now for not beating the leg first. There you go, though. Slowly. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Josh is trying to get head control, but he's not really using his shoulder to drive Les's face away.
I agree. He's not smashing.
And I think if he can get a little bit deeper, or even just get to a point where he can anchor his shoulder a little bit more onto his chin, I think he's going to get past this a lot easier. Because right now, this little arm trap's not doing anything, but just slowing him down.
Time, right?
And he's got to bring his hips closer too. He's walking around now. He's got to start bringing his knees closer and stopping Les from getting that guard back.
Head, right?
Yep.
Essentially, you mean circle to the head, right, Chris?
I would say circle to the head, or
like
maybe
even
driving his hips forward more so he can kind of clear that hip line.
He's still fighting that leg, that bottom hook, and it's almost like he shouldn't be, right?
He should not.
I've done shin to shin with Josh's left leg. I put my shin on their shin to pry out. I don't know if that's something you think of or have you considered as a thing. But
the way his legs are moving, it's really kind of easy for him to kind of just turn his knee a little bit and change his pass pretty quickly to a more dominant knee slice.
Sure.
Or you could even shin pin here because like this. I'd say he's passed for the second, but I don't like. Again, these arm traps aren't going to do anything unless he's controlling more of the head.
Well, it seems like you finally stabilized him. Finally.
There we go.
But again, a position that might be fleeting, right?
Yeah, he needs to get a little bit higher up on the armpit. He's really right underneath his hips right now. And if Les bumps and bridges a couple times,
almost.
Good recovery by Josh. And Les needs to stop focusing on grabbing that ankle and start focusing on pushing his head away.
Guard, right?
Well, he can't even get rubber guard from here.
It's almost a waste.
100% a waste. He needs to get his other knee through before he can start working a rubber guard.
Oh yeah, because he's almost doing. He's just pulling nothing, right?
Exactly.
Good tough top control. So it looks like Lex maybe is starting, his gas tank maybe is going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to fight out of this a lot.
No, he's getting his frame, so I'm happy to see that. He's getting his frames.
But hey, I know you speak about it. Pinning is pinning.
Pinning is pinning
in jiu-jitsu.
You know, again, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more control there because he's back over his hips again.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I know what you're saying.
You know, I'd like to see him walk the leg up a little bit more, or the arm up a little bit more, excuse me, and then go from there. Because now he just turned himself into this half guard because he was keeping his legs so low.
Get his left shoulder down, and now Lex might get back to it. Actually,
yeah, and Les just gave up that half guard
for the same escape he did.
Yep. A little bit of a scramble.
Good reversal, though.
Yeah, it looked like Josh attempted some sort of omoplata on the way through there, but Les just continued the momentum and just rolled right out of it.
Good job by Les time.
Good call by the referee there. With 3 minutes left, you want to see them in the center with that position. So again, I think depending on where Josh's control is, Les is going to want to move that grip from the belly up to the armpits. Inside control. Yeah, he didn't even give him opportunity.
You know, we're starting to get to points where these openings are there, and then the guys go for the same thing over and over.
I'm curious to see. So, you know, this is the thing.
Yeah.
He's going for this guillotine. When he's going for that guillotine, Josh has to leave that arm over. So this is the thing. When he's going for the guillotine, Josh has to try to cross-face him. When he cross-faces him, he should be going for a Kimura trap right there. Right? He's not doing a good job of getting his guard back, and he's focusing on trying to keep the head away. And if he's going to just try to keep the head away, he's got to wrap that arm up.
Sorry to sigh like that, guys. It's just you, as competitors, as coaches, and you do this a lot, you go, man, oh man, this guy is close to good stuff, and then not going there, or close to this, and then not getting there. And it just takes time, probably.
You know, getting those elbows back on the inside is going to be a big help right here. Just pushing him off like this is going to lead to an armbar. Josh was trying to set it up, but need a little bit more shoulder pressure. Let's see if Josh can get a back take out of this.
Oh, almost a
very close.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Close.
So like it looks like he's not even attacking, and I almost feel like he has the position to attack it. He's like,
yeah,
he's aggressively doing it, but
he had two
real. Oh, he's got the head wrapped. So I like to circle back over the hips and then start this whole thing. Oh, let's see if he does it. Maybe not though. Yeah, he's got to walk his hand up.
He's got a punch choke opportunity, but he let that go. I think he's got an itsy-bitsy spider that arm up a little bit higher.
I like to always walk that hand up. He had it on the other side.
Itsy-bitsy spider, dude.
Oh, here we go. Good attempt here. Chest is a little high.
Yeah, he's got to walk his hips up and get that arm free. He needs to bring his knees up under the armpits more. He's really, really low and really taking all that power from Les to bump.
He's listening for this. Here we go.
Looks like Les is doing a pretty good job fighting the hands. I can't see how Josh's leg position is.
There's only 40 seconds left.
Yeah. See, he needs to get a Kimura here. He needs to trap that hand.
He stays wrapped on the head.
See, yeah, so I would be using my left hand to grab that wrist, sneaking my right arm through.
Oh, here we go. Here's the head and arm, though.
Yeah, he doesn't have the head control, though.
Now he does. 20 seconds. He's tougher. That's dangerous, though. Oh, Josh let go of this.
It was
intelligent move, but dangerous. Josh kept
it was both. It was dangerous and intelligent. I think the follow-up to the escape that Les just did should have been a little bit different, but what he did didn't hurt him. Yep.
So who are we to say?
Well, exactly. It worked.
I'm nobody. good match.
Yeah, I would say that was pretty high paced for an 8-minute match too. Those guys moved the whole time.
They're definitely showing their faces marked up.
Oh yeah.
Give me 1
Nice
second.
match.
See you guys back.
All right, guys, here we go into our